'Tis parlay time. Last week, we second guessed ourselves on the Bears Vikings, which that would have stung. That would have stung a lot if the Chiefs didn't choke
True.
against the Broncos. So I was low key looking at that game like, okay, to win, like ZAP parlay misses by 2, or my season long parlay kind of is a little bit more wishy washy. I still think it's good for the Chiefs, like I mentioned earlier in the episode. I think they can win out. Last week they didn't get it for us though, but the one week that Chiefs would have sold it anyways, but we had it close the first time.
We did, and it's not even like I was like when a parlay like that happens, I'm almost okay. I
Yeah,
almost would rather the Chiefs to lose than for because they won off of Broncos won.
field goal.
I call them I call the Bears the cardiac Bears. It's the same way with Broncos. Broncos every single week. I don't know how they do it. They just look like complete total slop. Although they did with respect to the Broncos, their defense did look great. Their offense looked like crap,
Yeah,
but their
which is
defense
all
looked
year.
great.
Yeah,
But it was also because Mahomes just kept chucking up bombs
yeah,
and hoping for flags, and he got
yeah.
rewarded with a couple of them, but not all of them, which is like what we're used to seeing with the
You
Chiefs.
expect.
But still, cardiac Broncos, they come back and they kick a field goal to beat another team. This one just happened to be the Chiefs. It happened same way with the Bears too. But Vikings also screwed themselves because they marched down, they got a touchdown with less than a minute to go, and they let up a 56-yard return on their opposing kick. So it was a brutal way for the ZAP parlay to lose. I mean, Zach and I, we what we normally do is we talk about our reads, and then on Saturday night, because of what injuries are going on and different news that we get, we like to kind of solidify it on a Saturday night, and we were very confident with our picks. And um, sometimes it's good to stick with your gut. But I was Zach was like, I really like the Vikings. I'm like, you know what? You're probably right because we look back at the record for Brian Flores versus Caleb Williams. So clap it up for Caleb Williams getting his first win against Brian Flores. But I don't know. Gun to my head, I would have picked Chiefs every single time.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's a
um,
tough one. Yeah,
that was a tough one to swallow. This week was also just like it was just like very weird too because it was also you had a great pick with the Dolphins. That one went to OT. I think that's our second straight overseas game that went to
yeah,
OT. You were
yeah.
on the right side of that. We were both on the right side of it. I mean, I felt like the Jags were going to win. I didn't think they would blow out the Chargers, but I'm glad we stayed away from that. You had Giants, and Giants, to your credit, were
Spread.
very much in it. What was the
I
spread?
I said Giant spread. It
Nine
was
and a
7.
half, 7.
I
Well, we
it
would
might
have,
have ended 9.5.
yeah, but it was just like it was just a very, I mean, it was a fumble by by Winston. I
Yeah,
believe like close. Oh no, I thought it was close in the red zone, but no, it wasn't. But it was Winston who fumbled at the end of the game. They still had a lot to go, but either way, that was very close. Obviously, I mean Texans scathed by with Davis Mills, but we were scared about that game because of no CJ Stroud, so we were okay with neglecting that. Um, we had the Niners, right? No, we didn't.
well, yeah, we did initially, and then that was they rolled. They rolled.
Yeah, but either I think the value there just didn't make sense for us. Um,
Yeah, it was
Stayed away from Panthers Falcons. I'm glad we did
yeah,
because I think both of us were feeling both of them, but at the same time, stay
none of
away.
them.
We had the Bills, which was scary to start because the game started with Josh Allen like
Fucking what the hell he
looking
did.
like shit, and I'm like, bro, did the Dolphins break this man? And then they eventually got it done. Glad we put the Steelers. Glad we put the Birds. We already talked about the Steelers. I mean, before we get into the Birds, but Rams, Seahawks was a close game. Rams got it done, but that was another game I think we were smart of staying away from. I wanted to put the Ravens, but the value wasn't there. And then we already talked about choosing Broncos. Real quick before we get into the parlay, I talked a lot about the Steelers and Bengals. Any thoughts you want to say? I mean, that's a big win, almost for solidifying first seed. It seemed like in the NFC, but Birds win 16-9 in Philadelphia. Anything you want to say before we get into the parlay about
Yeah,
that game,
I mean,
or
just for the sake of time, just another lackluster, I'll say, primetime game. I don't even want to say disappointing because I kind of expected at this point, but just another primetime game that was clearly predicated on coaching. Dan Campbell has taken over the offensive play calling, and I needed a Gibbs touchdown for my parlay, and for some reason everything was working outside with him, and they ran him up the gut like 2 straight times on the goal line. I didn't get it. Eagles, on the other hand, their offensive play calling is still disastrous, which leads me into the parlay this week. I love the Cowboys, man.
you do?
3.5.
You really do.
I think money line is good, but 3.5 just to be safe. Eagles have not played teams; they haven't blown out teams this year. The Cowboys, they beat them on opening night. Cowboys gave them a little bit of fight. The Cowboys last week, they were clearly, kind of reignited, realigned, I even want to say, with the Marshawn Nealon thing. And I think that's something that doesn't go away. I think that lasts kind of in the spirit of the locker room throughout the season. Yeah, the George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb thing, probably going out, getting drunk in Vegas.
Yeah, that is funny. CD was seen throwing up at the casino. One of us.
One of us. But yeah, so I just think all that kind of distraction or, kind of a little bit of an uptick in the Cowboys on a Cowboys team that needs a little bit of life.
Yeah, I like that too because it's also Cowboys have one of arguably the best offense in the league.
It's damn close.
It's just their defense is just really struggling.
The Eagles, it doesn't matter. Eagles can't call the Eagles offense with Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley. They look like the most disjointed offense, and it's so painful to watch. They make me hate football. It's so painful to watch, dude.
And I don't get it.
It's so bad. And AJ giving up on play. He's bitching and he's slowing down on routes. He's not running routes full speed. Smitty didn't have a catch till the fourth quarter, and it was 1 for 8. Just Cowboys. And Eagles are going to get
like that.
The fact that they are it's like I think back to the year after they lost in the Super Bowl when Jalen ended up getting hurt. Gardner came in, but they started that collapse before. And it was just the same thing. Poor offense. They were sneaking by. The defense was getting them by. But I think the Cowboys, they have enough ways to beat you. I mean, as do the Lions. But it's
yeah. Well, I mean, I think the Lions beat themselves going forward on fourth down so much.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
And but Eagles still didn't take advantage. Also, I made a bold statement. When A.J. Brown got that flag at the end of the game against the Lions, I was like, there's the NFL's new Chiefs.
They shouldn't have got that.
Yeah,
no.
they shouldn't have got that call. Thank you for saying that because
shouldn't have got that, dude.
I said that in a group chat and thought I was going to be Jesus for a second.
No, that was bullshit. Lions should have had a chance. Would they have scored a touchdown? I don't know. But I don't know. It's just, but yeah, that was crazy to me. I like the 3.5 for sure because I could see whatever, but that's interesting for you. Interesting for you to say. I'm not going to lie to you. It's. I'm done betting with my heart. It's with my head. It's time.
I think that's Okay.
I looked at the board this week and I was like, yeah, this is the one.
This board I'm not gonna lie. This board, you were like, Toby, like we're gonna win this week. I love the looks, and I'm curious what you have to say because this board it looks gross to me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I do like Texans spread tomorrow night.
Okay.
As weird as it is, 5.5.
Okay, I got them at 6 right now.
But I'm not going to touch it. Chiefs are winning, man. It's Chiefs money line. You're getting a decent price on it. The Colts, I get it. It's coming off a bye, but it's Daniel Jones and Arrowhead, and I think we're finally going to see a little bit of, he's not Superman. he's still Daniel Jones. He's good, but he's vulnerable, and Chiefs need this. Chiefs absolutely
But
need
yeah,
this.
I mean, we're talking about a Chiefs team that's lost back to back. Well, they lost to the Bills, went on bye, then lost to the Broncos.
They need
Um,
this.
so yeah, and those are two. Oh, they're quite literally playing three of the best six teams in the AFC right now. I think Bills have that wild card spot above the Jaguars. So yeah, no, I like this one too. I just devil's advocate, kind of what we said about the Broncos. Just like wasn't that game also in Arrowhead last weekend? Them coming off oh no, it wasn't Denver. Never mind. Scratch everything I said. I love it then.
He
I
does
love it
never.
then. I love it then. I love that
Yeah.
play then.
If they lose again, I'll die on the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's getting to the it's like Chiefs
But
are
they won't.
Chiefs are such and I know this one's going to be a long episode, folks, because Toby Prime finally, after 3 episodes, finally has things to say. Because I've just been so dormant and quiet and pissed off and angry with all my sports teams. But if like Chiefs lose this game, which is why I want to bet on them, then it's really like they might not be a good team.
No, then they're not a good team.
But Pat, Andy Reid, and Spags, I don't care what's going on.
No.
They're a good team if all three of them are together.
Yeah.
And if
Broncos,
Steelers made Daniel Jones look like shit, I think Chiefs can also do it, especially at home, and especially after a heart-wrenching loss against a divisional opponent. Where even last week, before their bye week, they had to go to OT against the Falcons. So,
yeah,
like there could be some trinks in the armor there with the Colts.
Chiefs. For this play of the week, it's sad. I mean, shitty value on the money line. I'd probably take the 3.5, honestly. But my other one that I like, I don't even care if it's a 10.5. It's not a number I usually take, but the Lions, man. Lions off a loss against the Giants in Detroit.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
They just went up against the Eagles' defensive front. A couple of their offensive linemen were saying how tough of a challenge it is. Giants is good, but it's not what the Eagles is. The Eagles are just better coached. Vic Fangio. Lions off a loss. Another one that I'll take to the grave against a Giants team that's on the ropes, man.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love that. I love it. What else?
Even if we
like?
want to do an alt like 9.5, if that's what we end up doing, but I like the 10. I think it could be a 20-point game.
I like the 10. I like the 10 too, dude.
So there's a couple of other big. Those are my 3 picks that I'm really solid on. There's a couple of other ones that. Well, I'm interested to see how you feel about the Steelers this week.
That was going to be one. I was going to wait to the end because I thought you had a little bit more.
Okay, go. No, let's go for it.
And again,
it's a 1:00 game. So.
I think 2.5 is disrespectful. I think Pittsburgh's going to go in Chicago and win. I think Pittsburgh's going to go in Chicago and win because I just and this might be a belief thing. So this is why I want you to be completely honest with me. Like, take all emotion out because I think emotion is a little bit in this play. But I think our defense has just played completely different in these past 3 weeks than what it's played all season long. I think our defense is finally there. My big question is if Aaron Rodgers is going to play or not. I would have been concerned about that. But if Mason Rudolph came in once Rodgers got hurt and almost looked more comfortable and it looked better. I think a better injury that I want to look out for, which is why I don't want to lock in a bet right now, is Jaylen Warren, because I think Jaylen Warren really is the anchor of our offense more than what a quarterback can be. But I know Chicago, I just saw the interceptions. Chicago has like 3 guys in the top 5 that lead the NFL in interceptions right now. So I know Chicago's defense has been taking the
Yeah.
ball away. And when you have quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph, and you have wide receivers like DK and nobody basically, that normally means they're going to take it away. But I like the 2.5, maybe bump it to 3.5, but even more so, dude. I like a money line play here.
Yeah.
Because of the cardiac bears. Like, it's cardiac bears and it's cardiac Broncos. I get scared though, because when I take emotion out, I'm like, this could also just be a total letdown game, or like Bears win by
Yeah.
like 10. So I
Yeah.
want to know
I'm not.
how do you feel about this game?
I'm not. I'm kind of in the middle about it. That's why I wanted to pitch it to you. So for now, we can table it. But I'm probably leaning towards the Bears.
Okay.
But we'll table it because I don't know yet. There's other spots that I honestly like.
There's just a lot more I want to hear about this game with injury
Yeah,
reports and win.
exactly.
Because
It's just too much.
If anything, I would if there's
If
if it's
Roger see if Rogers is playing and Rogers is healthy, he's Bears daddy.
there's no
Like we need the
way.
Steelers.
Yeah. If Rodgers is yep.
But not 100%. I just can't.
I respect that.
So for now, we'll stick at the 1 o'clock. This was one I kind of do like. I like the Pats. Given 7.
With no
I
Jamar
usually
Chase.
I usually don't like the 7, but here I'll take a push just to get a fucking win. Even if they end up winning by a touchdown, Joe Flacco versus Mike Vrabel defense. I mean, Cincy is kind of in piss. Like, they had a little bit of hope, but now Chase suspended. That kind of deflates the whole vibe of the stadium, the whole vibe of the game. Patriots are rolling. This would be a whack upset. The Bengals defense, who can't stop a nosebleed all year, all of a sudden stops the buzzsaw that everybody thinks is the Patriots. I think this is another game where Patriots roll and everyone's like, oh, it was the fucking Bengals. Their schedule sucks. They didn't have Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
Can't see an upset there.
I'm all with you. I got 7.5. I put them down to 6.5.
Yeah. Even if we wanted to flip flop the points a little bit for this one.
Yeah, I like them winning. I like winning by tub because it's without Jamar Chase, and then it's all your focus is on. And I know Joe Burrow is
Andres Iosivas is the wide receiver. No.
Yeah, you're gonna have T. Higgins. That's gonna get And I know there's the hype about Joe Burrow maybe returning. He's back on the 21 practice window, but he's not going to play. So, yeah.
They're going to lose, and then it's going to be Joe Burrow's back. It's just, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, I don't care. It's in Cincy. Yeah, Drake May. They're going to keep it rolling. We're not locking in anything now. But
no. We don't lock anything until we post it. Yep.
I just want to, just for and then the last two at one, well, what the fuck? Fucking fuzz just got in my mouth. So there's 2 more games at 1 p.m. that are both 14-point spreads. Seahawks, Titans, and Ravens, Jets.
Okay.
Both 14-point spreads for the away team.
Well, no, Ravens are home.
Oh, are they? Sorry.
Ravens are home, Seahawks are away.
Yeah. Well, so at first I was like Ravens hammer, but then I thought about it. Ravens 23-16 to the Browns last week. Jets beat the Browns. And I get that was a whole kind of like they had scored like 2 special teams touchdowns. Like, that was kind of fluky. I think they just they fire that was after the Sauce trade. So they kind of was next man up sort of thing. I don't really want to touch this. If I had to lean aside, I do Ravens, but I don't really feel great about it.
Yeah. I'm not really I'm not.
I mean, we are back. We do got the purple, but does that mean fade? I feel like that means fade instead of back.
I'm with you too, but like Browns, if they had a competent quarterback, they would be right up there fighting for a wild card spot, I believe. And they kept it close. and they only beat the Vikings by 8 points. Vikings have such a great defense. Dolphins have a crappy defense. They whooped up on them. It was still 14 points against the Bears with a great defense. Rams beat up on them. They played good. It's just like when they play good defenses, Ravens crumble. Jets
Yeah,
have
it's not
no
a great
defense,
defense.
and it's
Yeah,
gonna be against, and it's gonna be in Baltimore. If I were to lean one way this game, I would lean Baltimore.
yeah, I would
Even
agree. I'm surprised it hasn't moved.
even with that 13.5, which I know is a lot of points, but even with that, like
Yeah, and then
this could be like Steelers lose to the Bears and then Ravens whoop up on the Jets, and even though it is the Jets, Lamar Jackson has like a 300-yard four
yeah,
passing touchdown game, and it's like,
yeah,
here comes the Ravens. So
yeah. I can honestly see that. And then on the flip side, I don't believe both these teams are going to cover, and I think the Seahawks don't cover that. I think
yeah,
Sam
I
Darnold
see. I feel more that way with you for some reason. I don't get it because Seahawks
a
should be
lot of
like the
points.
easier cover.
So they're going West Coast to East Coast. They just played the Rams. They just lost kind of a heartbreaker. Sam Darnold threw 4 picks. You're facing a Titans team that sucks, but it's revamped. It's got a rookie quarterback. Seahawks defense, remember it's not the best. It's kind of wishy washy. They remember that Bucks game earlier in the year where
Well,
they
they have a great front seven and a
yeah, the
couple solid
secondary
corners,
is very it's iffy, man.
but it is iffy. But they have a great front seven.
I'm not I don't think I'm touching this game either
I
way.
don't think I'm touching this
No,
game.
not in this
I'd
fashion.
rather feel up the Ravens. Pause.
Yeah.
Resume.
I agree. So, but there's one game left in the 1 p.m. slate, and
That's a
it's yeah, off the rip. It's like I don't know. Both these teams kind of got some question marks, but I look at the quarterback situation, and the fact that the Vikings came back in that game last week, like I was paying up attention till I had to go into work. And then I checked my phone at one point. I saw you texted me, and you were like Vikings. And I was like, no way. JJ McCarthy needs to be bagging fries. He needs to be JJ McDonald, man. My ticket. I should be. I think it was five. I should be $1,000 richer. No, 500. I should be $500 richer. I put $25 on JJ McCarthy to be drafted in the second round. In the NFL draft, it was plus 5,000. The fact that NFL GMs rob me of that it's criminal. It's asinine. The fact that this man was a first round pick is it makes me question so much. It makes me question so much about being an NFL general manager and what it takes because there's just nothing. He has Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, Aaron Aaron Jones. This he's awful.
Yeah, he's not good. I mean,
He's not an NFL quarterback.
he calls himself 9 and he has 9
He calls
turnovers.
himself 9. I mean, look, if you're like, look, if you got to be good to do that, you like.
The problem is that he's playing against Jordan Love with a hurt Josh Jacobs and no Tucker Kraft, and Romeo Dobbs might not play. So
This is true.
like,
So yeah,
and also I'm looking at it. Out of the 10 games, the Vikings have only lost by single digits 7 times, and out of those 7 games, it's been 8 points, it's been 3 points, it's been 6 points, it's been 3 points, it's been 3 points, and it's been 10 points. They're close. I don't know. That's
yes,
not a JJ McCarthy thing. I think that's a Brian Flores and a
it's
KOC
100% a
thing.
Brian Flores thing. I mean, it was 17-16.
This game, call me crazy. I think it's like a Vikings money line game.
Damn.
Call me crazy. I think it's a Vikings money line game. I know it's in Lambeau, but
Dude, Vikes, if we
the way
they're
the
like
way
300. If we put Vikes money line,
the way this NFL season has been, where it's like we literally talked about, there's no like legitimate teams, and now everything just flip flops.
You could sell me on the spread. You could sell me on that.
Yeah, like the 6 and I started off selling you on the
Yeah,
spread.
you could sell me on that.
I started off, but like my only way of selling you on like money line is just the fact that this NFL season has just been weird. Again, it's not locked in stone. Everything is going to change, but like how weird and stupid this season has been, I just see like a Vikings pulling this game out.
So you could sell you could sell me on the spread, especially if you look at the Packers. Like they whooped up on the Lions week 1. I know that. 9-point game against the Commanders, 3-point loss to the Browns. They tied against the Cowboys. 9-point win against the Bengals. They have 2 9-point wins. 5-point win against the Cards. 10-point win against the Steelers. 3-point against the Panthers.
Lost to the Panthers. 3-point.
Yeah, 5-point loss. 3-point loss to the Panthers. 3-point loss to the Eagles. 7-point win to the Giants.
And Giants were back and forth with them. Like Packers controlled it, but Giants were always in it.
For what it's worth, they've also lost their last 2 at home.
So like maybe they're due to win again at home.
I don't know. I'm gonna table that one because
table it too. Yeah, like we'll talk about it, when we lock it in on Saturday. But like just looking early, I'm leaning Vikes, and I know
we'll see.
And also, this is not a way of doing it, but last week I also felt the Vikes, and they lost.
We do have purple, bro. We do got purple.
Purple teams hit.
Is it purple, bro? Is it a sign? The last 2 legs that we need purple.
Purple teams hit. That's what they say in my industry. Purple teams hit.
Really? All right. Purple people eaters. But Jags Cardinals. I don't even really want to. Like, I'm not touching that. But
the fact that only Jags have 3 points is wild. Anyways.
I don't get this at all. Like this, if I'm Vegas and I'm setting this line, I'm rolling the dice. Like Jacoby Brissett just set the NFL completion record last week.
And still
47 for 57. Michael Wilson led the league in receiving yards. He had 185.
What a fantasy pickup I had.
Yeah, I was gonna say I meant to text you about that. I mean, you talked about Michael Wilson last week. Yeah, you talked about it on here.
But also the Jags beat the fucking Chargers 35-6.
But I'm about to post a clip on the Chargers and their offensive line doo doo caca doo doo.
Yeah, but like this is why
Jags have a great front.
But that is why the NFL doesn't make any sense, is because that line for the Jags was doo doo caca, and they went against T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig, Patrick Queen, Jack Sawyer, and they whooped us, like embarrassed us on prime time. So, like, that's why the NFL doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense.
That's why this line doesn't make sense. I would go Jags if I lean anyway. The next game, fuck that. I'm never putting money on fucking Browns and Raiders. Never in my life. Fuck this game. And I know you like the Raiders, which is probably the team I like too.
No.
Actually, no. Fuck, no. I'm lying. I like the Browns.
Yeah.
Because you got Miles Garrett.
Sanders knows who passed up on him in the NFL draft.
Not
once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, 6 times. But the Raiders needed a quarterback.
Every team passed up on Shador, though.
Yes, but not every team needs a quarterback.
Oh, and Shador looked so good at the Cleveland Browns Stadium, they're going to hang up his jersey after his first game. He fucking sucked.
No, didn't.
That's not how you sell me on this game. The way you sell me on this game is that they have Defensive Player of the Year. Miles Garrett.
Too. There's 2 parts to this. The Raiders just short week. Cowboys, I think they're going to be underestimating him a lot. There's no tape on it. Like, yeah, you have a couple quarters, but this is a guy who's coming in. We got chip on the shoulder, something to prove. Browns have Raiders couldn't do shit on the Cowboys defense. You're telling me? And the Browns players want to back this guy up. I don't care. Like, this is their teammate. I love the Browns.
You like money line?
I'll play it safe. I do like the money
Okay.
line, but I'll play it safe. If
I,
in
I
case some
yeah.
Daniel
I
Carlson
I just
bullshit.
I just heard some crazy shit of like Jonathan Taylor has 15 touchdowns. Myles Garrett has 15 sacks.
Yeah,
What is
he's
more
gonna
impressive?
feast. What's Strahan? 21?
Yeah, because TJ Watt tied that. Let me just I think it is I think it's like 22.
22. Yeah, I 100% think it's the sacks.
22 and a half.
In today's NFL, when it's so scheme oriented, I told you it's a coaching league. You're gonna have a double plan team you're gonna have plan A, B, C to double team Miles Garrett, and it still doesn't matter. Like I watch so many guys, just Micah Parsons, just get schemed out of games. The fact that he can still make an impact, 15 sacks, that's absurd.
Yeah.
100%. Like rushing touchdowns, yeah, they're good, but it's a team effort. You got to get close to the end zone. Well, not true, but you got to make the blocks. You can't just 100%. 100% sacks.
Sacks is like that's you versus another body or a couple bodies. Yeah. Okay. I like Browns too. I misspoke. I don't like the Raiders either. I like Browns. We already talked about Birds, Cowboys. Falcons, Saints. Michael Penix out for the season. New Orleans for the first time this year are favored.
No, weren't they favored another time and we took them and they lost?
Oh, they might have.
I
Maybe
think, yeah.
maybe against the Panthers or something.
Because I know we were like Saints are favored.
I think
Kirk
Drake.
Cousins.
I think Drake London's out as well. So I think that's
Yeah,
a big reason, and it's Kirk Cousins.
yeah. I think we had them in
But it's the fucking New Orleans Saints. It's the
Yeah, but
Saints.
it's the Falcons. But it's the Falcons.
But I just think of if these two shitty teams play, which of the teams have the best football player with cleats on the field? And
Bijan.
and that's Falcons.
But that's once again, it's hold on, let me look at this. God, to honest, like handed like Bible right now, I don't think I could tell you 10 players on the New Orleans Saints. I don't think I could. I really don't think I could, bro.
Bro.
I really don't think I could.
In 4 career games against the New Orleans Saints, Bijan Robinson has rushed for 263 yards, 5 touchdowns on 54 carries. He's also caught 47 passes for 506 receiving yards, averaging 10 yards per reception.
This is the first matchup of the year. Okay.
This guy, Bijan, goes nuts. Oh, wait. Except for one game in 2024 where he didn't. This guy goes nuts against the Saints
game log versus
every year.
Nuh-uh.
Bro, I have it up.
Account.
I have it up.
Last game he went for 116, 2 tuds, but before that he got shut down.
That's what I was saying. The one game he didn't, but that shut down is still. He had 7 attempts.
But then again, he hasn't played him this year, so it's a divisional. I don't know. I don't fuck with this game. I don't
fuck with the game either. I'm just saying.
I can't believe that these.
I just can't believe the Saints are favored in a match.
Yeah, that's crazy. What the hell is this? Okay. I mean, we're through the slate. I touch Eagles, Cowboys. I think Cowboys. I like the cover. Monday night.
No, you missed one. Sunday night football.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bucks Rams, and then we had the 2 primetime games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bucks Rams. I probably like the Rams. Yeah, I probably like the Rams. Panthers Niners is intriguing, but I probably like the Niners.
Love the Niners.
Yeah.
I love the Niners.
Bryce Young off a win.
Panthers are another, like, I think they're exciting, but they're like 6-5 is not who they
Yeah.
are.
Nah, they shouldn't have won last week. The Falcons choke gods. Like they're coming back down to earth. I like the Niners, man. They whoop. They
Yeah,
shouldn't have
like,
second guessed them last week.
but it's also like their wins have been, they beat the Falcons twice. So maybe we do stay away from Falcons. But
Yeah.
they lost to the Saints. Beat Packers, which I guess, but they're frauds. They got whooped up by the Bills. They beat the Jets. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Dolphins. They got whooped by the Patriots. Like every legitimate team that they've faced, they've gotten whooped up by. I think this is going to be like a Monday night game that comes, and it might be ugly, but I think it's going to be in favor of the Niners, where
No,
Niners
it's not
just
gonna
get
be.
it done.
Oh, God damn! Oh my God, my hair hurt. I shouldn't have took my hat off. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Maybe we put the 2 primetime games in this week. Maybe we do 2. Maybe I do one for the NBA Cup on Friday as well. Fuck it. Who gives
There
a
you
shit?
go.
You only live once. Money comes back.
YOLO,
Fucking
baby.
YOLO, man. I'm
This
actually
parlay
down.
I have right now of 8 legs, which is not going to be the final one. I got Cowboys plus 3.5, Chiefs money line, Lions 10.5, Patriots 6.5, Vikings money, Browns plus 3.5, Rams minus 6.5,
That's retirement, bro.
and Niners minus 7 is plus 20,000.
It's retirement.
It's 25 to win $5,000,
Okay, actually, never mind.
which is not going to
But
be our
that's still
final bet. But like, hey, if you guys want to bet
maybe.
on before Zach and I talk on Saturday night, lock it in. There you go. There it is.
Maybe. That's good, man. Look, we're due. All right, man. I say that a lot,
I
but
know, but like, we need one, bro.
we fucking need one, man. We need one. Look, last week I was like, oh, last week's no, it's this week. It's this week.
Need it.
I
This
know
is
it.
where we need to be. This is where we need to be sharp.